fucking... It's fucking hot in here, man. Cool outside, hot in here. Oh, man. I gotta fucking go up there today. This needs to be on air. Fuck. All right. Okay. That's not lit well. Not that it matters. Was that better? I'm out here in the studio. It's nice outside, but I have to think about some shit, man. You know? I slept really deep. Like, I slept so deep that I was having dreams. I don't really remember the dreams, but I remember waking up and, you know, having that first few seconds of sort of, fuck, I'm here. Like, I was gone, deep sleep, which is nice. Doesn't happen all the time. I have to try an experiment where I don't drink any liquid like after 6 o'clock at night. This is exciting stuff for the morning. This is some top-notch old guy talk about to happen. Like top-level old guy talk. My big experiment that I'm looking forward to is try not to drink too much liquid or any liquid after 6 to see if I fucking pee less during the night. So there's hope in that. Right? That's not like, I don't care what happens tomorrow. What difference does it make? Nope. Gonna try to drink less water or soda and see if I can pee less in the middle of the night. Huh? How's that for hope? I'm bringing the hope this morning. I don't think it is my prostate. I think my prostate's fine. I literally think I drink too much liquid. I know it's a common complaint of dudes. Maybe it's women too. I don't know. But I think it's directly relative to... Like, I drink 3 or 4 sodas. From 5 to 11 last night, I probably drank 3 sodas. Where does that go? It's got to come out. I didn't make the... What time did I go to bed? What did I end up watching? Oh. I still can't read yet. I ended up rewatching, I have the DVD of Hail, Hail, Rock and Roll. So I was just sitting there. I pulled it out. I got it from the office. I don't know. I dug it up somewhere. And I watched the whole fucking thing. Primarily for Keith and, well, you know, Chuck Berry, of course. But, you know, Keith Richards is in it. And they're both kind of dicky, which is kind of interesting. Keith is sort of loopy, and Chuck, I think, was just a dick. But to see them all play and to feel, you know, that thing, to see how Chuck played at that age, that was in the 80s, and just to see how much Keith sort of copped the impulsiveness of Chuck's playing. I don't know. Every time I watch it, I'm like, I get it. And then I try to do it on my guitar, and I can't do it. It seems like the simplest, clunkiest fucking stuff, and I can't do it. Can we talk about that Kaufman movie? It makes me feel weird. Yeah, I would hope so. I would think that's the primary intention of that. Like, that's how they should bill it. Hey, if you're not feeling weird enough with your reality, watch, I'm thinking about changing things. Because that'll take the reality you're living in, which is already disconcerting, dystopic, and disheartening, and just add another layer to that. Chuck Berry's wife chased me off their property with a shotgun once. Well, maybe you shouldn't have been on their fucking property. How's that go? But yeah, so I watched that. So I went to bed probably, I don't know, 11:30, 12. I made myself some weird dinner, cooked some leftovers. I guess I got to go to the store today. I'm getting a physical tomorrow. How does that work during the pandemic? Is it going to be freaky over there? I got a negative COVID test on Sunday. And, I'm just fighting the fight, man. I'm just fighting the fight. What kind of question is that? What's the ring about? It says WTF on it. It's a fucking dumb question. I talked to Kuzak yesterday. That's exciting news. I erased my backup disk. Huh? And started over. Who cares, man? Who cares? All that stuff that you're saving and, backing up, if you die, goes nowhere. Nobody cares. Why did I get up and come over here? I thought I got up for a reason. I was going to do something over there and it didn't happen. Kuzak was okay. It was not an easy conversation, really. But it was all right. It was good to see him. Nice to hang out for an hour. Later today, I'm going to talk to Scott Glenn. Never thought I'd talk to that guy. He seems like an intense guy. Very good shape for however old he is, for 100. The Wayne Coyne interview will come out when I don't know. I don't know when it's slotted. It really wasn't scheduled. He just he started asking if he could come on. So that's the way that worked. He was like, "Hey man, I'm in town. Can I do the thing?" And I'm like, "All right. Maybe we should record some music. How much could I have to say this morning?" And someone's already asked me, "Why so serious?" And that's just sort of like bum trip, so I don't need to engage if that's going to be a problem for people. I have no responsibility to do this. I almost didn't do it, but I'm up and I'm trying to get out. The air is still fucking terrible, but I gotta go. According to my phone, there's a window where the AQI or whatever it is going to be good for like an hour and a half. I'm not going to have Trey from Fish on the cast. That's not going to happen because I'm never going to listen to all of that Fish. And I don't want to enter that interview like that. But I appreciate the constant pestering. Do I celebrate Yom Kippur? Yom Kippur? Yes, I'm soaking in it. Is it happening? Is it today? I guess I'm not celebrating it. Is today Yom Kippur? Is it? Write me into the book. Write me into the book for another year. You know what? I don't even know if I want to be in the book another year. It's up to you. You decide. Check, check, one. Check, check, two. Hey, hey. You can write me in. I've been pretty solid, man. I've been pretty solid. So, do you really need me not to eat? Check, check, one. Check, check, two. Hey, hey. Is today it? Of course I was bar mitzvahed. Is today Yom Kippur? I should know that. It's not, is it? Oh. No good Jewish delis in Jacksonville, Florida. Isn't the plan to have no Jews in Jacksonville, Florida? Or am I projecting? Am I stereotyping? They took the delis out, and now the Jews have got to go. It's not Yom Kippur. It's got to be this month, though. I was born on the eve of Kol Nidra, the night before Yom Kippur, the holiest night of the Jewish year, where all the Jews around the world were repenting for their sins and asking to be written into the book of life for another year. I was born at 8. I don't want to give anyone the time because I don't need anyone to be like, ooh, I'm going to do his chart. I'm doing his chart. Has anyone ever done his chart before? Does anyone know if he's got a chart? Yeah, so that's what I was brought into. Out of the purging, contrition, and atonement of the world's Jews, Maron is pushed out into the world like a piece of toast from a cesarean cut. Whose joke is that? It's so weird when you've been doing fucking comedy as long as I have. Somebody did a joke about being born, but they were a cesarean, so if they didn't come out, through the vagina, they came out like a piece of toast. Fuck, I didn't make enough coffee because I got this plan. I didn't do the... my birthday is September 27th. All right, well... I have running clothes on. What is the plan? Ever been to Sarasota? Yeah. Don't wish me a happy birthday. It's not my birthday yet. Too early? Is this not the, it's raining in Oregon. Congratulations. Is it raining enough? Oh, fuck. I don't have any gum. Where's my tuner, man? Oh. So, use every option at your disposal to maintain your sanity. Okay. Too close? Am I? Seriously, though. Play my obituary march? Yeah, I think I am a slightly out of tune. We could just do some straight up... Oh! we could just do some interpretive classic blues. That's the one. I wasn't slightly out of tune. I was very out of tune. What time is it? I can't do this all day today. This is like the See, I knew if I did this too often, people get used to it or tired of it. So this might be the last one for a little while. But I think I'm gonna try to record something for Wednesday's show. Because like there's sort of like now there's this like weird engagement of people who are like, do this, do that. Let's hear this, let's hear that. I know it's early, and you guys are chomping at the bit to dump garbage into your head, but I'm not the guy. Chad Ryden. What's up, buddy? Chadley. How are things in Nashville? You alright? Fucking Chad. Yeah? You getting by down there, pal? Staying out of jail? Classic. Not much of a pedal chain, bro. One pedal. That fucking Gstring sounds fucked. Nope. 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 But I was thinking about that when I was watching the Chuck Berry thing last night. That is it too much slapback though? I was fucking with this last night. Oh. that these weird blues riffs, yeah, G strings are the worst, especially with these fucking old ass guitars. But these old blues fucking chops, I mean, if you fucking, you know, get in it, I mean, it is what it is, but it sounds different every time, you know what I mean? What's the Chuck Berry thing? Hail, hail, rock and roll. That's the Keith Richards thing. It's too much fucking. No. Best thing about Hail Hail Rock and Roll, the movie, is there's no whammy pedals, man. Is when fucking Chuck just tries to just show, like, corrects Keith Richards on how to play Carol. The Chuck Berry song that Keith Richards has been playing since the beginning of the Rolling Stones. And Chuck's like, that ain't right. Try it again. Do it again. And you just see Keith seething. Just sort of like, yeah, this fucking guy. And he makes him do it like 3 or 4 times. And Keith still can't get it right, but Keith's pretty clunky anyways. But it was hilarious. And throughout the movie, Chuck's just got to fucking hit Keith with his dick every fucking 15, 20 minutes. Sadly, Chuck is kind of a dick. What are you gonna do? But just to see Johnny Johnson, that's him, right? On piano, that to see him play, and to see Steve Jordan on drums, and just to see the dynamic between Keith and Chuck, it's fucking great. It's called Hail Hail Rock and Roll. I'm gonna record something. Get through this. This is really the hardest part of the podcast for me, is fucking settling on this, man. drummer lives. Fonda, monkey. All the flying cats. Great. That's out of the way. I think that was okay. I was in it. Yeah, it's the end of the podcast. What, did I miss some drama in the chat situation? No Bonamassa. I'm no Bonamassa fan either, but I can do one thing pretty well on the guitar. I'm a one-trick pony, but it's a pretty good trick. I'm going to go out there, man. The air is bad. What drama did I miss on the chat board? Who was there? Did somebody get pushed out? What happened? A trolley troll? Was he saying mean things to me? Was he calling me a... Was he saying that my Jew blues were weak? Hi, Texas. Oh, a racist troll? Yes, it's like not a safe space, really, is it? Apparently a racist. Hey, Chad, would you go walk around the block and see who that guy was? Come on, Chad. He's got to live somewhere by you. Is that wrong? See, now I'm being stereotyping. I apologize. I'm sorry, Tennessee. There's no racists there. Okay, thanks, dude. Take care of him, Chad. I appreciate it. Just, you know what, Chad? Just take care of one of them. Call that guy you knew in high school. Yeah, Chad will fuck him up. Chad's a fighter, man. He's opened for me a few times. I don't know. I always see him when I go to Nashville. When we used to be able to go outside. Indiana's the most racist state. It's weird. Indiana is fucking weird, man. I go up to Bloomington fairly regularly, at least once or twice a year, to play that comedy attic up there. And without fail, fucking something weird happens in Bloomington. I don't know what it is. There's a range of weirdness. Some of it is, I've been going there for a long time. In the past, some of it has been sort of, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. There's just weirdness there, man. There's something. I don't know if it's a college town, but there's sort of, people that live there all around. There's like people that, I don't know, maybe live in the ground and come out at night. There's just a fucking weirdness. Maybe there's a tension between, an age-old tension between the college and the locals, and they should maybe make a movie about it, where like kids ride bicycles in a race. What do you think? And they maybe some of them swim at the quarry, and one of them hits his head, trying to prove that he's a better swimmer than one of the rich kids. Yeah. I don't know. This is just coming at me now. It's just coming to me. Yeah, and one of them is like a huge fan of Italian bike racers. This is fucking great. Somebody write this down. Of course, everywhere is racist. But yeah, something always weird. There's a teeming weirdness to Bloomington. Not unlike the sort of like festering weirdness of Portland. I'm sorry they're going through so much shit up there, but the hipster veneer is a thin coating to something much darker up there, man. Yeah, I know I said I shouldn't generalize people. I already said that, but I appreciate the input, Karen. Oh, Spokane? No, Spokane, there's no veneer. That's just fucking, there's something weird. And I'm not even saying racist about these places. I'm just saying there's something dark and festering beneath the entire United States. But in certain places, you know, it's a little worse. I know I'm not one to think I would ever use that Karen thing, and I don't think that the Karen thing started in a good place, but it does seem to, like, because I thought it was, you know, from a right sidey kind of thing, but it's not. I like it. I like it. It's good. But everyone's got a little Karen in them, don't you? Don't you? Boulder is the creepiest of all. Why is that? Because you think it's like, Boulder always struck me as sort of like, you know, kind of like fit, you know, strangely positive white people who all had an agreement to pretend like everything's okay. Constant fear of other. Yeah, I don't have a fear of other. I generally, it's my fears kind of grow, and it's more of like, I'm afraid of that guy. Who? That guy. Not all those guys. Though, you know, some groups of guys are very frightening, but usually I can narrow it down to one or two. Burlington, Vermont, small but dark? No, I never felt that. But see, what's interesting is Dean's okay. The similarity between Vermont and Bloomington is that they're college towns, or Burlington. But I never felt that in Burlington, because you can always just go to the mountains and you kind of get a sense that, you know, people in Burlington, that they're like I think there's not unlike many differences in America. There's different types of off the grid people, right? There's like the off the grid people that are like, we'll get them. We're going to kill all of them. I'm finally done with this Jew run operation. Get away from the truck. That's very low budget libertarianism. Just stay away from the truck. But then there's off the grid, you know, who are sort of like, hey man, we're just composting and, you know, really trying to stay away from anything petroleum based. We're not wearing shoes anymore. So I never got that feeling there. Whereas in Bloomington, I just felt the general darkness was kind of nihilistic. Burlington has a weird seedy underbelly. Yeah, but how big could it be? Those college towns, they have like, it's almost like the seedy underbelly is people who have always been in resistance to the college and people who never left. You know what I mean? Like, I get a feeling that some of these college towns, part of their population was the dude down the hall who sold weed in 1974. He's just moved out of the dorm and he's got a house now. Right? There's a dude on here that has been pestering me for a decade, and he's very pro. anytime I talk politics, he's like, capitalism is great. Fine. But I mean, do we have to make the adjustment to fascism? I mean, isn't there some sort of idea that, everybody can be their own little entrepreneur? But once that gets taken away and you're just sort of placated and given sort of some basic opportunities to start maybe a lemonade stand, heavily taxed, and then eventually appropriated by a larger lemonade conglomerate. Anyway, nice to see you. What will you do with Buster if you flee? Yeah, I don't know if, I'm starting to try to think that through. I don't know if it's fleeing, I mean, if I have to, but I don't know if that would be possible, but I would just like to be someplace quiet, more quiet when the shit goes down. But everything's on fire already. I mean, I guess, what's it going to matter if, angry mobs are setting them in the streets to get, so they can, take over the coastal elites' homes. Pennsylvania, very confused. Forward liberals versus backwards conservatives. Pittsburgh versus Feld. Guns versus diplomas. I grew up with guns. How did I hear about Tim Maia? The Brazilian psych funk guy? Is that how you say his last name? Tim Maia? You don't have to announce when you're shitting, you guys. I just got it from Lance over at Permanent Records. He just had one, and I'm like, who's that guy? I'll try it. So I got a collection, and I loved it. It's weird. No, I'm not moving. It's so weird. It's like this. I got nothing against free market stuff, but it's like this idea that the market will solve anything clearly has been proven very wrong. They didn't make the exception for greed and utter corruption and complete dismissal of environmental issues and human issues. I mean, it's just not solving anything. I don't know what I would do. You ordered some hoppin' hot sauce? Good for you, man. I don't know, when I walk into something, I walk into something. That guy, I like that guy. The hoppin' hot sauce. I think his name's John. Now videos jumping and skipping. I've got I've only got 2 bars, I guess. Is it me? Am I the problem? Is it jumping and skipping for everybody? I do like Brazilian music. I wouldn't say I'm into it because I don't know a lot about it. I could go outside. Yes, feeding, skipping, and jumping forward. What the fuck is happening? I should make a decision here. What time is it? 8:20? Ah, fuck. I didn't bring my water out. There's somebody in my house cleaning. What am I doing? Hold on. Why am I talking to you people like it's just one of you? Shut that off. Ah. Look, you know what it is? It's jumping and skipping because they're on to me, man. They're on to me. Do whatever. Use whatever options you have at your disposal to maintain your sanity. They're clearly on to me, man. QAnon is... Oh. They're skipping my feed, man. Is my nose clean? What's going on over here? I wonder if that animal shit in my yard. Boy, this keeps getting more and more exciting, doesn't it? Neighbors. Uh-oh. They didn't even see me. Hey. They didn't recognize me as they walked by, my neighbors. Yeah, Marc Maron, mid-level celebrity, enemy of the Q. So, fuck, man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna put on an N95 and I'm gonna fucking go up the hill. I got to adapt. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna stay here and this is the life that we're living, I can't fuck. Oh man. Let's not let it get dark. Chad, are you with me, man? How are things down there, Chad? Chad, where are you? We're doing it all today. We're doing Porch. We're doing guitar. Have I listened to any jazz lately? Yeah, I listened to a Horace Silver record that was kind of interesting. He was wearing a turban on the cover. It seemed like there was that weird transition, I guess, for a lot of the dudes over at Blue Note when, you know, the early 70s happened. There was a sort of pressure to change the fashion at the very least, but it was very good. It's a great, I forget the name of the record. I haven't eaten. Chad split, man. People can't stand for this shit. How long are we all going to stand for this shit? I have to run in and get my water. And what's the cue? Wake up, dude. Wake up. It's going down. It's going down. What do you mean, what's the cue? Cue is the truth, dude. It's like, it's where it's at. It's a fucking hybrid of the Illuminati, Zionist conspiracy, Freemasons. It covers it all. Pedos. Come on, it's got an explanation for everything. It's this weird mixture of the history of conspiracy theories and the book of Revelations. The Bible, arguably the greatest conspiracy theory ever created. That really fucked everybody up. No, man, it's God. That doesn't make sense. You can't prove it. Dude, you can choose to live in the dark, but all the answers are here. That's crazy talk. Why is it raining? I don't know. We'll figure it out when science happens. Or just say it's God. What's my favorite conspiracy theory? If you want to go find something, it's hard to find, and it's probably not on, websites you'd want to traffic. But the greatest piece of conspiracy writing, really, in terms of literature, is a piece that was in the first edition of Apocalypse Culture from Feral House Books, which you can't find, really. Parfrey put it out. Parfrey's dead. There was 2 editions of Apocalypse Culture, but it's only in the first one. And it's called King Kill 33 Degrees. The Masonic Symbolism in the Assassination of John F. Kennedy. It was by a guy named James Shelby Downward, I think. And it's this weird, poetic piece of writing that goes very deep into symbolic possibilities. And it's sort of, for me, in terms of that type of thinking, worked as kind of a Rosetta Stone of what's possible in the symbolic conspiracy mind. And the cues are very into the symbol thing, which never ends, really. Look, man, it's an upside down star. That kind of shit. It's a pentagram. How clear does it have to be? Satan. I tried to prove to one of them, a pastor of some kind, that I think that the symbol of the GOP, the elephant, I think the 3 stars on top of it are generally turned over, generally satanic, but it didn't get much traction. Bohemian Grove is boring. That's just all that the sort of the Bohemian Grove, the kind of the meeting places of rich people. That was the biggest hilarious thing. That thing John Ronson did with Alex Jones at the Bohemian Grove. It's like, that's not a conspiracy. They're all very open about it. It's like those World Trade talks. It's like, yeah, is it a conspiracy or is it just powerful people meeting to discuss and whatever? But if you want it, yeah, God is definitely the oldest conspiracy, and also one of the greatest terrorists of all time. God in general, just killing thousands to make a point. So I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, it's called King Kill 33 Degrees. The Masonic symbolism in the assassination of John F. Kennedy by a guy named James Shelby. I think his last name's Downward. But I think he's dead, and I don't know really. There's a weird backstory to it, and it's a weird bit of writing, but it's pretty crazy. Okay. Good. Right. King Kill 33 Degrees. It's not easy to find. Maybe you found it, but I think the last time I found it online was at a dubious kind of seemingly evil website. Lighter Note Time. Yeah, I've read Robert Anton Wilson. Lighter Note Time. Okay, we can do that. We can do lighter notes. Look at this piece of ceramic someone sent me. It's a little hand bowl. Isn't that nice? It's a little hand bowl. Someone sent me that. I don't know anything about horror films. It would be fun for you to interview Alex Jones. No, it wouldn't. You guys, what do you guys fucking, it's like, I don't do those kind of interviews. It's like, even like someone like Trump, like, what's the point of it? You're not going to get through. You're not going to meet the person. I think I'm going to go to my office later. I haven't been there in a while. I think it is porcelain, yeah. I'm so tired of what I fucking cook for myself to eat. Oh my God. I am so fucking tired. I've got to fucking do something. Alex Jones is a shill playing a role. A shill? He's a huckster. You give him too much credit for being a shill. He didn't become a shill until, he started blowing Trump and Trump blew him back. But he's just a fucking supplement slinger. Fucking straight up snake oil salesman that'll, do anything to move fucking merch, including, radicalizing, angry, vulnerable, mentally ill people. It's all about the vitamins, though. It's okay if we lose a few. It's about selling it. It's about swinging those supplements, baby. Alex Jones is a blowhard anyway. He's a radio clown. Jesus Christ. The fact that, we take any of these people fucking seriously at this point in culture is the worst. He's a fucking demonic radio clown with a bunch of fucking closet cases who don't know what to do with their pent up sort of, I want to be fucked in my poop hole energy. So they just sling evil. What's Buster up to? Should we take me seriously? I don't care what you do. Why don't you use your own fucking head? Should you take me seriously? Do what you want. if any of it makes sense, or you know what, I'm not going to go in there right now. It's like, I don't care if you take me seriously. If something, like, it's all, it's just, if something, jogs something loose in your brain, it makes you see something differently and it excites you, great. If it makes you want to look up something or do something creative, great. If it makes you sort of, helps you kind of bring together your own thoughts around something, cool. But taking me seriously, I don't give a fuck. Should I take you seriously? See, now my tone is changing. Don't like the tone. What was it like speaking with John Dwyer? He's an intense dude, man. And we're Eskimo brothers, so that is always a little weird. And, but he's focused, intense, knows exactly what he's doing, sort of constantly trying to do new stuff, constantly producing creative output. It's great. He was great. I don't know anything about Roswell. I've been really avoiding online meetings. Like, I literally have not gone to one since the confinement. I mean, the quarantine. Confinement, that's the right-wing framing. We are being confined against our will by viral protocols of the leftist Democrats who aren't in control of the country. Yeah, I've interviewed Henry Rollins. It went on for a while. Rollins will go on for a while. It was a ways back. I just can't stand the little boxes of sad faces. I mean, that's, sort of what human interaction has become. How many little boxes of sad faces are there on my desktop? If I can limit the number of sad faces in the box to, one or two, I'm good. But I just can't. I can't bring myself to do the meeting. But I'm a little dry, it seems. A little dry. Michaela Cole, I'd love to talk to her. I'm not going to interview the last podcast on the left dudes. Who's on the show Thursday? Oh, yeah. Wendell Pierce, the character actor. That was great. I really enjoyed talking to that guy. The unreleased Fincher episode. Yes, we will always have the unreleased 2-hour Fincher episode. I don't know what to do with that. Mosquitoes. Okay. I've interviewed Charlie Kaufman a while back. I'm a little dry today, yes. But not always. That's part of the price of sobriety, is you're like, I'm a little dry today. I just yelled at that chair. Maybe I should call my sponsor. Hey, I'm a little dry today. I seem to be talking to myself in a aggressively negative way. I should call my sponsor. I should reach out and be of service to somebody else. That's the way it works. But there's a fine line between dry and reasonably responding to the fucking world. I'm pretty good today. The sort of darkness in my heart is a couple layers in. It's not that easy to get to right now. I can find it. Everybody good? This went on much longer than I thought it would. This is part of my service, I think. Well, I think that the entire podcast was based on the idea of that. Of one person talking to another person about the other person's life in order to get themselves out of themselves. But, but usually I insert myself into the life being talked about. And that's my style. I'm the interrupting guy. Why are you interrupting him? because I can tell when somebody's saying something they've said a million times before. I'm trying to take them to a different place. Trust me, man. Trust me. Use whatever options you have at your disposal to maintain your sanity. I'm going to get my other glasses back soon. All right. Does anyone know what the air is? What's the air? It's time. It's time. It's time. The air is my window. The air is good. I'm going. All right? Be careful, you guys. I'll let you know what happens. Okay? What time is it? 8:30. I can get up there at 8:45. Be up and down by 9:30. Go check my P.O. box for Incredible String Band Records. And then interview Scott Glenn. And talk about Apocalypse Now and the right stuff. And how's he so ripped at 100 years old? The big questions. The important stuff. The stuff that's going to save humanity. Scott, what's your workout regimen? Do you know who Alex Jones is? Oh my God. That made me dizzy. All right, later.